Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another SEC team, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
They'll run it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a 3rd down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to pass. It's Brown. Close to the tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
This will be touchdown just inside the 40. Wideouts now clustered. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop him.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it to the left. Aiming for the end zone. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Cook. It's the running back in the flat. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do you try to go through the air again?
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. To the air, it's Cook. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage.
A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. Gets some space around the 30. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, You better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Direct snap to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Just trying to get rid of it. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they've got him for a sack. That'll be the final play of this opening quarter. The Knights will send their punt team onto the field. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And he'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Johnson. He's swarmed by the defense. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And he'll get the first-down yards before they finally bring him down. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Handoff to the right side. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking downfield. It's Brown. Pass rush closing in. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Knights will have to punt this one away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. It moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Fights off a defender. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. No huddle here for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burden. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Oh, it's a reverse. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Now it's second down here.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Looking to pass. It's Cook. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. Third and very long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Richardson. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Looking downfield, it's Brown. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Hey, good job by the defense here, not being surprised on third down and 1. The offense elects to throw the ball instead of running for the first down, and the defense is able to come up with a sack.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on fourth down. A lot of time in the pocket. Now fires over the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he'll lost it to the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And he steps out after reaching the 30. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Cook. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Opening play at the drive, throw to the left. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. Launching it downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Jones. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? It's an out route. The catch made. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Cook. Receiver makes the catch. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run. Here's a 1st and goal. Finally a chance to score the first touchdown of this game. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get...
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
UCF offense back out on the field now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Missouri now in the red zone. Makes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Defense is coming after him. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Well, they trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Powering right past the defender. That completion sets up a second down play. He'll hand it off. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Will hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. And here's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. However, the freshman able to get home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down and 10. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Hands off to the left. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Back to pass. It's Cook. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the first down.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense.
You know, here in the 4th quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Extending the play now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Brown. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
He'll hand it off. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on 4th down. The defense rising up here late in this football game to protect this lead. What a play. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Missouri Tigers.